He terrorized our entire region, and now, more than 15 years later, a federal appeals court says Lee Boyd Malvo deserves new sentencing hearings. Malvo and his mentor killed 10 people in a series of shootings across multiple states. WJZ is live. Rick Ritter breaks down the controversial ruling for us. Rick?
Well, Mary, prosecutors have argued for years that Malvo was one of the most uncommon teens who deserved a life sentence. Those 4 life sentences given to him at just 17 years old have now been thrown out.
It's been more than 15 years, and the heinous attacks that gripped our region with fear are still making headlines.
We thought we were under a terrorist attack in this community.
In 2002, at just 17 years old, Lee Boyd Malvo and his mentor John Muhammad went on a rampage, traveling in a vehicle described as a sniper's nest with a hole cut out to fire shots. The shooting spree left 10 people dead and 3 wounded.
Everyone is frightened. This has got to stop.
Muhammad was later executed for his role, while Malvo was jailed for life, holding on to hope for a new sentence. That hope turned into reality on Thursday, when a federal appeals court said his Virginia sentences must be vacated. Last year, a Maryland judge refused to do the same.
The facts of this case, you cannot find a more egregious case where life without the possibility of parole is the appropriate sentence.
Thursday's decision denies an appeal from prosecutors who said they already comply with requirements of the Supreme Court, which ruled against mandatory life without parole sentences for juveniles. Despite what's considered a win for Malvo and his team, prosecutors have long said even if the case makes it back to court, they're confident that Malvo won't see the outside of prison.
The bottom line is, any way you analyze this case, this is a complete loss for Mr. Malvo.
Again, those life sentences have been vacated, but the murder convictions still stand. Barring an appeal to the Supreme Court here, Malvo would certainly face new hearings in Virginia. Mary.
Rick, thank you. And a judge must decide whether the crimes reflected Malvo's immaturity or showed he was permanently incorrigible. Malvo received multiple life without parole sentences in Virginia and in Maryland.